Well, hello YouTube. What you guys got going on? SBW playing Binding of Isaac. There's so much to do. I know. I remember what happened last month. We did the Blue Bomber challenge, and I got a little overexcited because it was the first time we saw Hush, and I was like, I'm gonna go fight Hush without an ability to deal damage at range. But that does give me an idea that we probably should do some more challenges. On a good, you know what? Let's do dark. I don't like this. Darkness Falls is not a. Oh, okay. I thought this is the one where we had Pitch Black's the one where we had Curse of Darkness the entire time. Okay. Go in here. This challenge ain't a problem at all. Let's see. Eve, Razor Blade, Sacrificial Dagger, Pentagram. What's the hard part about this challenge? I mean, I don't need a hard part if that's okay. I'll just be good for a run. So I don't think we have anything to worry about on this one. I mean, I've done each of these challenges like twice already, and but it's such a long time between each time that I completely forget what they do. Especially some of the early ones, like the middle and to the back ones are, pretty easy for me to remember. It's been a weird couple days for me. I've had some. I mean, I can't. I don't want to lie and say that this has happened recently. It's actually been a while that I've had this bit that I've been wanting to do. But just go with me here. Pretend like this is actually happening. At the time I say to do this. Oh, I know the hard part now. We don't get item rooms. That could be a bit tricky. But we got some powerful items here. So, we were going to my place of occupation, and I heard the weirdest song. And I took the time recently to look it up so I could talk about it on the video. So, and it makes me sad because it's a Calvin Harris song. I mean, there's like a bunch of other people because that's what he does. He DJs stuff. He's like a he's one of those. He doesn't do the singing himself. He has other people do it. Can I just kill you with this? Yes, I can. 2 orbitals. I love it. Let's do it. And I like a lot of his other stuff, especially his early on stuff that appeared on the radio, because I have no idea what he did when it wasn't on the radio. But one of the most recent ones, I believe it's called Faking It, and I don't want to date the episode, but it's going to be around that time. I only heard it once, thank goodness, and it wasn't bad. It was just some of the lyrics, and it's not inappropriate lyrics. I mean, I'm fine with inappropriate lyrics for the most part. These weren't inappropriate lyrics. These were just weird. I stepped in the creek. So in the song, he's got a couple other rappers and stuff like that. And one of the lines in it is, and if you don't want something super weird, just cut out the video now. But hold on. I want Mr. Bombman to be as far away from me as possible. There we go. Let me see if I can remember this verbatim. Reminds me of the time I put pepperoni on your face, made you a creature. Now every time I think of your face, or every time I eat pizza, I think of your face. Wait, no, that can't be right, because they're rhyming face with face. But it's around those lines, and it's, and I'm glad that I looked back into it, because the first time I heard it, I thought he said, 8 pepperoni off of your face. Like some kind of foreplay thing going on, right? I mean, that still is probably what happened. Or what, it didn't actually happen. It's just what the guy's implying. But that's awful. That's disgusting. I like pizza. I'm an American. Pizza's a very important part of my diet. I don't want that awful image to be in my mind every time I think of pepperoni pizza. I will not take that HP yet. Seven Seals or Sister Maggie? How about not? Let's push the envelope here. If this is a run where we're supposed to be evil, let's do it. Let's do angel deals. That'll be fun. How many runs do I actually do angel deals on? Because it's not very often I recognize. I should really not stand that close to the exploding. Yeah. Like, I want to use my orbital, especially like Sacrificial Dagger, because Sacrificial Dagger is really good. It's like brimstone damage as long as you're standing next to a person. And when I was little, I used to be really bad about losing my appetite from stuff, and like a lot of it's unfounded. Like certain movies or certain like things like that, especially if it was, you know, gross, like scary movies or anything like that. Yeah, no, appetite gone. I'm not gonna eat for. I mean, I'm gonna eat. Let's not be ridiculous, but I'm certainly not gonna eat a lot during that meal. I'd have to be pretty hungry, and you know, I pretty much hate my childhood self because I made some dumb choices, and like I'm happy. It makes me better. I'm more okay with it because I know that kids these days are like it too. So it's not like it was just a me thing. But like, because when I see like kids at work, or where I work, with their parents, like sometimes I'll see a little bit of myself in them, and I'm like, oh man, I know what that parent's going through. We could just leave. I still have not found enough money for anything useful or bombs. Okay, Frail could be a little tricky here. Just stab him. Stab him. There we go. And I still kind of hold a little bit of that loss of appetite. Oh, did get a deal. How lucky. Ooh, that does. Nice. If I had a bomb, I would totally increase my chances. More HP, less tears, less damage. That was a bad roll on that. I think I've explained what experimental treatment does. It kind of like shuffles your stats a little bit, but it can't like absolutely kill or, you know, fix one of your stats. But it'll do like a, you know, a little bit of a change to each one. But I don't need a loss in damage, because I mean, if I use my orbital, I guess it's not a problem. There we go. Okay. I still have Razor Blade, which I could put to use, because Razor Blade, I think this is the first one where I've actually used Eve since I've obtained it. But it gives me a damage boost at the cost of one of my, you know, basically the cost of a whole red heart. And not like a devil deal sort of thing, but like a, you know, just like a full heart that you could pick up off the ground. Like a blood bank. Please. Thank you. So it's actually a really good way of triggering more of Babylon, which I'm actually thinking about doing, and all of a sudden, I don't know why I didn't think about it before, because I have, well, mostly because I have good damage. Yeah, let's do it now. Oh man, that only gave me 1 damage. I mean, I guess it's not too bad, but I expected more. But, you know, recently I've had a few things. I remember maybe about, like, half a year ago, and oh man, all these anecdotes are kind of just chaining together. I love it. So, I am not too worldly when it comes to movies. I'm the complete opposite of a movie buff. I'm a blind sheep when it comes to movies. Any movie you put in front of me, unless it's like anything with action in it, I will like it. So like, I would like a Transformers movie if, you know, if one was put in front of me, because, you know, it's robots beating the snot out of each other. What's not to like? I think this is one of those runs where Bible Track can actually help me out here. So, and recently I had watched Spaceballs? Is that what it's called? The parody of Star Wars? Yeah, that's what it's called. Please, get away from me. Okay, that full health pill could be more useful than, you know, it should be. Because I've been taking a lot of bad damage. Oh, that's right, these guys can fly. Oh, thank you for the black heart. Um, and so if you guys have seen the movie, you know where this is going. I should have taken damage there. All right, cool. Um, but when the one dude, the one dude's like boss is basically like like Jabba the Hutt, but it's not Jabba the Hutt. It's Pizza the Hutt, and he's a giant pizza monster. And we were eating pizza. I mean, we were eating Papa John's pizza, but that's still the same thing. Each of us, like, both of my friends who were watching it put their slice of pizza down and like, I'm not that hungry. And I had a similar effect, but I was still, able to eat the pizza, which makes me happy. I got all of my bad appetite quirks out as a child. But it is like my movie repertoire will say. I have not my first bomb in like 5 years. That's nice. I haven't watched a lot of movies. So, for example, especially when I was younger, because my parents were more of a library DVD kind of group, or like the only movies they cared about were scary movies, and I was also really bad about being scared. I still am. I'm sure I've talked about it. Like the reason I can't play Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't like scary stuff. So when you put something, and as a kid, my parents loved scary movies like Saw. Saw is a scary movie. It is more now. I have the willpower and the mental acuity to know that's more of just a bunch of torture porn. But whatever. Super secret room. Yeah. But I remember as a kid, I would walk in because I'm bored and see this one scene in the movie and be like, oh, that's super gross and scary. I never want to see that again, and then it'll haunt my nightmares for the next week. And still to this day, I'll remember some of those. Like, oh yeah, that's unsettling. That's not something I want in my head. And still to this day, I'm like, ugh. If it's something I remember the time that I watched a Game Theory do some of their theories on what's it called? Oh, the Five Nights at Freddy's, and they threw the jump scare in there. I thought I was in a safe place. No, I was not in a safe place. They thought they must have been so funny. Like, we scared them. Of course, in their defense, most of their demographic of people that are wanting to find theories out about a game should be the ones that play the game. Like, I remember their theory on Binding of Isaac, and they were pretty on point there. And I found that theory interesting. Although I don't know if I found that interesting before or after I started playing Isaac. It might have been before. Now I'm kind of wondering where I started with those guys. Oh, that's Brimstone. Okay, well, the run's fixed. Sorry if you guys wanted to see more Angel Deal stuff, but I found Brimstone. Oh, good pill. Wake up. Full health. Okay. Let's go back this way, because I want to take advantage of this boss trap room. There we go. Right. Okay. So now we are allowed in. And I can do this. Yikes. I was not thinking about using Brimstone there. As soon as I picked it up, and then a few seconds later I completely forgot that I had picked it up. Thank you for perishing. I got my keys back, that's nice. Eve is one of those structured deck type characters. You find the right synergy, the character has built-in synergy to it, instead of stuff like Cain and Isaac, who are just good for making all-around good runs. But with things like Samson and and Eve, you can choose synergies that work better with them than other characters. Mostly because they both center around the same thing, taking damage or having low HP. Uh, in the case of Eve, you find stuff like Razor Blade and Bloodbag that help take your damage down. And that's always a nice thing. Like, I've played a lot of card games and things. Not a lot. I played a card game and then stuff online. I don't even play MTG that much anymore. But there's still some fond memories I have of that. There's also some really bad memories I've had of that. Like, there's a reason I stopped. But mostly it's just because I realized that that's a giant money pit that I'll just keep throwing money into forever. And I decided that's not a good thing. And I'm proud of myself. But still, some more of the recent stuff. So every maybe 5 years, they'll make a set of cards that are all just goofy. And it's been a while since the last one. The most recent one just came out not too long ago, maybe a month ago at the latest. And it's all it's all very tongue-in-cheek, kind of goofy stuff. Okay, just kill these people. I need more tears. That is what I need. I cannot handle shooting these brimstone ladies just this slowly. There we go. I thought I saw a tinted rock. There is a tinted rock. Lovely. Alright. Where are we at? I'm trying to think of some other... Oh. I was talking about the movies earlier. Some other... and these are going to be some real cardinal sins here. As far as movie watching goes. I've never seen any of the old Star Wars movies. I've seen parts of the very first one, New Hope, and I've seen parts of the pre-sequel trilogy off of CinemaSins, who is a great channel, by the way. I think I've talked about, but youtube.com/CinemaSins. I really need to get those guys back on my recommendeds because I haven't seen their stuff in a minute. Been too much Bear Taffy, NL, that kind of thing. What is in here? I mean, I know it's in here. It's a bed. Yeah. That's always something to keep in mind. Bomb that carpet. Should be something good in there. Also, if the bed is there, if you have no red HP, it'll give you 3 spirit hearts. Oh, I thought I blocked that. Kill him. Smoke him. Kill him. There we go. Mine. Nice. But another nice thing, now I'm getting all originally my anecdotes were all chained together well, and now I'm just picking and choosing out of which ones I remember from. The one for music and stuff like that, I can't consider myself a big music buff. I certainly I can't tell you the names of any of the people except for real popular people like Taylor Swift, Katy Perry kind of thing. Katy Perry's not even that popular anymore, which I don't know. That might be a bit divisive. Maybe she is she's super popular. As far as Twitter followers go, I'm sure she's got plenty. I already know there's not gonna be a secret room there. Is there a shop? I already went to the shop. This run is very uneventful. That's not true. We had some neat stuff going on. But mostly it's just been SPW trying to put together some commentary. One of the funniest ways this guy can die, if he takes damage from the fire and then just kind of traps himself in that fire pit. That's always funny. I don't think he's gonna do it though. I'd have to really. All right, yeah, he's not gonna do it this time. But one important thing for songs for me is that from the songs that I do know a lot about, it's because I have how do I explain this to put this in a way that sounds smart? You know how the concept of a mind palace where people will use memory or use like objects and stuff to associate memories and things like that. Hold on, I gotta think about this one. I don't need you, and I don't need you. Thank you for that, but I don't think I need that either. Thank you for Gimpy. That's a great item. Alright. Keep Dice Shard. What did I... Oh, that's right. I picked up Cube of Meat. I probably could have rerolled Cube of Meat now that I think about it. But for me, like with music and things and like events and stuff like that, I can... I sometimes use like songs that were popular at the time to memorize or like to... Probably it'd help if I just gave an example. I use it to help remember either when those two events happen simultaneously or other things like that. One of the one of the biggest examples for me is the first time that I went to a pre-release for Magic the Gathering. And this was like a while ago. It was like, and this is why it's important to remember where, like, the time period around the song. That had to be like sophomore, junior year. So that was like 6 years ago or something like that. I don't feel like doing the math right now. Yikes. And I remember at the time because on the way there, we heard a song that I had only heard once, and the first time I heard it, I was like, well, that's a really neat song. And like but they never said the name of it, so I'm like, oh, I don't have a way of looking up the name of the song. And it was around my birthday too, which I guess makes that even first off, that makes the year convention even harder to figure out. I do want Guppy's head, and then this puts me in permanent Horde of Babylon state. Grab the Spirit Heart. Let's do Boss Rush. Boss Rush is fun. I will take more tiers, even though it's like one. The song in this case that was not named the first time, but I found it later on this very day. Anyone know Macklemore's magnum opus, Thrift Shop? Yeah, that song. Good song. I'd heard that song and I'm like, yeah, that's a good song. And oh, how the times have changed. But he's still like up there. Like every song he's made recently, I'm like, oh, that's a cool song. And you know, it's nice that he doesn't have to make a song about goofy stuff like thrift shopping to be popular. Okay, this guy just needs to perish. I still have not picked up enough tiers for me to be happy. Okay. And so that helps me because I'm like, I can remember years and years. I could look up, for example, when Thrift Shop just came out pretty recently, and I could figure out when that happened. But I realized that was around my birthday too, so that's pretty easy. Or I could just look up the dates of the pre-release for Gate Crash, which was, you know, around some time ago. I don't remember. I could look it up though. It'd be pretty easy. Another easy one, and like this one, I'm just gonna make a whole lot more sense. And I may have talked about this, but I had played the first time I had beaten Paper Mario was the first time I got a hold of it as, you know, a teenager instead of like as a 5-year-old. I believe was 2010, and I played it that summer, and then so I can remember the freshman year was that year. I'm pretty sure. What is it? I think that sounds about right. Where is the heart? We gotta kill the heart. There's the heart. The chimney leads directly to the heart. Any Monster House fans? I didn't like that movie either, so don't feel bad. I just, you know, some good quotes out of that movie. I know they joked about peeing in bottles a lot. That was always good. Not in Paper Mario. I'm just letting my stream of consciousness just overtake myself here. but so I can remember that freshman year, the year after, like the beginning months after I had played Paper Mario, I believe it was 2010. I guess maybe this strategy is not that good because I'm doubting myself on when these dates are. But whatever. Okay, can you just die? Thank you. And then you can die too. Actually, this guy needs to go first. What hit me? Did anybody see what hit me? Did this fly just like creep up on me? Get out of here. I'm trying to think of some other like real good songs I use as memory. No idea. I need to go back off my idea board, but I don't want to look it up in the middle of this. I guess I could just wait here in this little rock formation here to figure out what my next point should be. I thought I had another point about music, but now I'm all basically I'm here with my pants down. I can't figure out the right next topic to talk about. Just gotta watch Bloat too. Let's talk about Bloat. I hate Bloat. I'll just start complaining about Bloat all over again. Yeah, no, I don't. Oh, I guess I should probably also worry about Frail. Yeah, he's a dangerous guy. What do we want? What do we need in this run? Not much. The only thing I could really ask for is tears, because HP is sorting itself out, and everything else is, fine. Maybe some more damage. I'll never say no to more damage, unless I've got like, crazy amounts. Like over 15, I don't have to worry about damage anymore, but I still wouldn't complain about it. I could complain if the damage upgrades weren't that good. I remember a really fun run, and I may have talked about this, but oh, he hit me with the hot bombs. He hot bombed me. Well, that's another good topic I can talk about, because I'm saying hot bombs if it's the idea of hot boxing. The idea of farting in a car or a small enclosed area where people are forced to smell it because the other alternative is getting out of the car in the middle of a highway. Or, that's the most common use for it. That's just the way my friends say it. Not that I would have ever have done that in that car. Look, it's better out than in is all I gotta say about the subject. Oh, he's sucking in all that. It'd be really cool, like when he does that like inhaling move. If there was any HP on the ground, if he could like utilize that, that'd also be cool. Like an enemy that could utilize the consumables on the ground. It wouldn't come up a lot because there's just not a lot of consumables on the ground before a fight ends. But like a boss, like a modded boss that you could have, that there would be consumables on the ground. I mean, I know that Ultra Greed does that, and that's a very good point. Like, he'll go and collect them, but if there was like an enemy that, 1-to-1 got the same benefit out of it that you did. Well, not 1-to-1, because a boss doesn't use a heart-based life meter like we do. They use just this giant HP pool. This guy has too much HP, or I just don't have enough damage. I love being far enough away that the troll bombs can't hunt me down. This is some good quality. Oh, where is he? Where's War? I beat you once, I can beat you again. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh, there you are. Good. I had another thing I was going to talk about before. I should really be following Dead Bird here. Dead Bird knows where War's going. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Just blow yourself up. Good idea. Oh, that's right. I was talking about this run where I had, this is going to be one of those, SBW talking about a run that's way more interesting than this one. He had, he is me in this case. I had Proptosis, Magic Mush, and I think something else that was really good. Like, maybe it was just Brimstone, or another, like, damage multiplier. and I had I don't want to say I had 100 damage, but I have a picture of it. I might just have to look that up, because now I'm kind of interested. Like, I know that was the run where I beat Mega Satan without like firing a shot at him, which was entertaining. You know, it's not something a lot of people can say. This is a great time for Dice Shard. Oh, I hope I didn't need any of those consumables. I don't think I did. I mean, I guess he goes Splunker Hat. Yeah, that seems good. Power Pill's always nice. Emergency Contact, Moon Card, 2 of Spades. 2 of Spades. Filigree Feather would have been nicer earlier. Don't pick it up. Full health is useless. Key. Range down is worse than that. Moon. 2 of Spades. 2 of Spades. Keep the moon. And we are out of here. Well, that was fun. It's definitely not worth the time invested, but, you know, I got to get some more consumables out of that with using Dice Shard. Get up there. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have even skipped that. I should have taken my time to look at my idea board. Go away. You weird tentacle things. Speaking of tentacle things, I talked about Darkest Dungeon, right? I think I have. Maybe during a Spire episode, but that's not likely because any Spire episode I have doesn't involve a lot of commentary. It's kind of just me saying what cards I'm playing a lot, and talking about my decision making. Okay, just thread the needle here. Okay, we're fine. That room always scares me. Were there like a lot of batteries in Boss Rush? Was I not even using Guppy's Head? Oh no. Oh good, more money. Gee, thanks. I'll definitely be using him a lot more though. Guppy's Head is a great item. Look at these items I have. Like the trinkets most specifically. It's a very angel room run kind of theme. But I hate those moles. There we go. Reroll my whole run, please. I need something a little more interesting. Okay, this does it for the whole floor. I've already been to the secret room, so let's just reroll it now. Explosive diarrhea is not that good. And that's just more money. Okay. What we got in here? I thought that was supposed to reroll that HP. Or was the HP like a half heart? Yikes. Oh, hello, Super Mask. He's been doing a lot of that VR chat recently. I know I talked about this last episode. And it was really funny because after the episode was done, I wasn't sure if I'd turned off the Steam overlay during the recording. So, like half the time I was just, like I was thinking to myself, can the audience really see that? I don't know if they can. Okay, I'm not just going in circles. That's good to know. I'll grab those. Still looking for that Tears upgrade, though. Man, this is my first episode today. Can't believe that I'm already out of all of my commentary bits. I was talking about Darkest Dungeon. That's what I was. Quick save the run. I don't need that. Darkest Dungeon, I have not played it in a while actually, admittedly, but it was certainly cool. Definitely some cool character ideas and miscellaneous role playing. Mediums, whether that be online or on table. I got one. This is good because this one actually involves a joke. We're all saved. My friend, and I talked about this during the last episode. I think, yeah, absolutely, because it was the one with Blue Bomber. Kamina, our GM of our local Pathfinder group, was telling us about an online medium of which we could play our Dungeons and Dragons stuff. without having to be, together in the same room. We can just have Skype or Discord on and, not have to worry about it. And it's called Roll20. And it's cool. Go check it out if you guys are any Pathfinder or other miscellaneous game players. It's definitely very cool. And we had, honestly, we had a lot of trouble getting that all figured out, and it didn't help that we only had like 2 people on it at the time to do stuff. So the session we did was kind of a wash, and it didn't help that was another one of those like poorly GM'd parts. Is that just the end of the floor? All right, I'm going to pop the tower. I love it. It's nice when a tower card, at least does a little bit of work for you. Ooh, that was a dangerous move. But like when I thought about it later on, I forgot I got the name wrong, and I called it. I don't even know if I want to say it. I called it Roll 420, which, for any of you not in the know, or for you, any of you guys without, a brain, that is a. Oh, now I'm gonna sound like a real goofball if I get this wrong. That's very synonymous with the drug-using culture, especially those who enjoy the marijuanas. Oh, definitely. Oh, I thought he got me. Go away, Krampus. I'm trying to talk about marijuana. I do not condone any drug use, by the way. There we go. Everything's fine. We got Lump of Coal. Another good damage upgrade. HP is not looking as high as it used to be, so I'm a little worried. Alright. Give me some good pills, Bill. And then, of course, here I am talking about blood will do drugs, and then here I am having Isaac taking pills. I guess under the context of video games, it's okay. That's probably fine. Yeah, no, it still doesn't sound fine. But, I said we should get on Roll 420, and they all started laughing, and I said, what's so funny? And then, like a goofball, and then they explained the situation, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is pretty funny. At the time, I was like, it's not that funny. But now I'm like, hey, that could be a pretty good bit to talk about when you have literally nothing else to talk about. That's always a real good way to. Hey, how many guppy pieces do I have? Not that many, it looks like. What a weird little run, especially from a commentary standpoint. Oh, he got me. Oh, that's right, I have the negative. That's good. In this circumstance. It's a good thing I got Guppy's Paw then. I see the other Guppy piece now. It's in my top right-hand corner. It's Guppy's head. I thought I had a second piece. Where is this? I could see the boss. I had the Ancestor rune. Quick, save me from myself. End this run. It's very sick. I always forget. Can that laser hurt them? What hit me there? Could someone explain to me that? Go. I love it when they're invisible and like they have like status effect that gives away their location. It's like seeing a spy that's on fire. Is that a fancy chest? I never have we ever decided what this thing's called? But there's a 1 in 100 chance of one of those golden chests being a fancy chest. That's fine with me. Alright. Dude, Spirit Hearts are lovely. I mean, we got a boss fight left, so I'm not particularly worried about it, but, Okay. Now I think I'm just being attacked by little invisible gremlins instead of actual enemies. Oh, speaking of mods, speaking of this thing I haven't talked about in like 5 minutes, I've seen all these mods on like the Isaac Steam community, and I've tried out a few of them, and I don't know if I'm going to do any videos on them, but I know NL doesn't do much with the mods these days, so I'm like, that could be cool. But I know there's still some other YouTubers that do mod stuff. And I think that would be like a cool idea. But at the same time, like, what do I do? Like, as of right now, one in particular is like a new like chapter-based like anti-birth sort of thing. I never played anti-birth. I thought about it, but you know, never. I didn't want to make the game harder. Is the thing, and having to remember like an alternate path. All right, great stuff. Get me out of here. Dig Odds is a great rune. All right, well, hey, thanks for watching, you guys. I'll definitely take a look at my idea board next time instead of going full improv there. But hey, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time, and also you should like and subscribe. So, see ya.